Hello and welcome to the Antiquarian Outlook for Week 3 of 2026, starting January 12th. I'm Spencer W. Stuart, Collections Advisor, author of Contemporary Issues and Rare Books and Manuscript Collecting, and host of the monthly webinar Collecting Insights. For more details on my services, publications, and programs, follow the links below, along with links to the various auctions we'll discuss in this program. Alright, on to last week's results. Tuesday, Finarte had international photography. There were 153 lots offered, of which 88 sold, making for a 58% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 69, Dorothy Lang's Migrant Mother from 1936, printed later in 1982 for the Oakland Museum. Estimates were set at 1,000 to 1,500 euros, realizing 3,354 euros. A buy-in of note, lot 28, this portrait of Anthony Kiedis from 1993, printed later on. Estimates were set at 1,500 euros to 2,000 euros. Next sale, Lyon and Turnbull had the ski sale. There were 88 lots offered, of which 59 sold, making for a 67% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 24, Digelman's Gustad, a lithograph poster from 1938. Estimates were set at 15,000 to 20,000 pounds, realizing 16,510 pounds. A buy-in of note, lot 16, Cardenau's Palace Hotel, St. Moritz, also a lithographic poster from 1920. Estimates were set at 10,000 to 15,000 pounds. On to Wednesday, Forum Auctions had an online sale, Modern and Contemporary Prints. There were 180 lots offered, of which 127 sold, making for a 70.5% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 9, Damien Hirst's Justice from the Virtues series, printed in 2021. Estimates were set at 10,000 to 15,000 pounds, realizing 11,000 pounds. A buy-in of note, lot 74, Bob Dylan's The Complete Drawn Blank series from 2011. Estimates were set at 4,000 to 6,000 pounds. Next sale, Tessier et Sarrou had film posters. There were 890 lots offered, of which 844 sold, making for a 95% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 145, a poster for Richard Potier's Barry from 1949. The winning bid was 186 euros. Next sale, RR Auctions had fine autographs and artifacts. There were 547 lots offered, of which all of them sold. Highest price realized was for lot 404, this autographed musical manuscript signed by Schubert, done in 1816. Bidding started at $30,000 US, realizing 156,658 US. A lot that exceeded expectation was 78, a partly printed document signed by John Hancock in 1777 as President of the Continental Congress, in which he promotes a Revolutionary War soldier. Bidding started at $2,000 US, realizing just under $32,500. Final sale for Wednesday, Heritage Auctions had Depth of Field Photographs Showcase Auction. There were 159 lots offered, of which 147 sold, making for a 92% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 38143, Slim Aarons' Poolside Pears from 1970, printed in 2025. Estimates were set at 3,000 to 5,000 US, realizing 4,000 US. On to Thursday, PBA Galleries had PBA Comics. There were 567 lots offered, of which 540 sold, making for a 95% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 531, original comic art by both Kelly Jones as well as Malcolm Jones III for Sandman number 22. Estimates were set at 3,000 to 5,000 US, realizing 20,000 US. A lot that exceeded expectation was 537, again original comic art for Panic number 6 from 1954 through to 1955. Estimates were set at 500 to 800 US, realizing 6,875 US. Next sale, Forum Auctions had an online books and works on paper sale, including Property of a Lady, focusing specifically on design, textiles, needlework, and crafts. It was also the continuation of the Library of the General Theology Seminary of New York. There were 331 lots offered, of which 325 sold, making for a 98% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 189, Tinsdale's 1862 facsimile of the first New Testament printed in English, along with a variety of other facsimiles. Estimates were set at 300 to 400 pounds, realizing 3,000 pounds. A buy-in of note, lot 274, a 2-volume first edition second issue of Boswell's The Life of Samuel Johnson. Estimates were set at 1,000 to 1,500 pounds. Final sale for Thursday. Key's Fine Art and Auctioneers had a 2-day book sale. There were 1,041 lots offered, of which 894 sold, making for an 86% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 1029, an extensive archive from the Claybury Hospital of Admission papers from in and around 1900. The winning bid was £3,100. For a hyperlinked list of next week's auctions we have an eye on, please get in touch with us directly. As always, the Antiquarian Outlook is totally independent. Its producers do not hold any inventory, nor do they represent any consignments or acquisitions mentioned. In the news, registration remains open for the February sessions of Collecting Insights at the emerging, expanding, and legacy levels. As always, registrants will receive a complimentary copy of Contemporary Issues in Rare Books and Manuscript Collecting. If you have any questions about the course content or what course might suit you best, please get in touch with us directly. Well, that's been the week from here. Let us know what you thought of last week's results in the comments, and we'll keep the conversation going. Remember, if you want to stay up to date, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on your notifications, and let others know about this program. Thanks again for tuning in. All for now. We'll see you next week.